Section 1 introduces design for Six Sigma DFSS and the DMADV methodology, explaining how they enable organizations to design new products, services, and processes that are right the first time by translating customer needs into measurable requirements, minimizing defects, controlling variation from the start, and ensuring cost, quality, delivery, and experience targets are met with applications across manufacturing, service, and IT processes. The define phase focuses on understanding the business problem and customer needs by clarifying why a new design is required and what success looks like, involving activities such as identifying the business opportunity, recognizing internal and external customers, capturing the voice of customer, drafting a high-level project charter, setting project boundaries and scope, and highlighting key risks and expected benefits. In the define phase, deliverables typically include a project charter, an initial VOC or customer needs list, CTQ categories, a high-level SIPC or process map, and a stakeholder map with governance structure. For example, in a healthcare BPO launching a new patient onboarding process, this phase clarifies that the current onboarding takes 48 hours with a target of 6 hours, identifies patients, doctors, hospitals, and insurance desks as customers, and highlights high-level needs such as faster onboarding, fewer errors, and easier document collection. The measure phase focuses on translating the voice of customer into measurable, data-driven requirements by conducting detailed VOC through surveys, interviews, or focus groups, identifying critical to quality CTQ characteristics, benchmarking against competitors and best-in-class standards, defining target performance levels, gathering baseline data, considering regulatory and compliance requirements, and establishing quantifiable design specifications such as design, tolerance, and performance quality metrics. In the measure phase, key deliverables include a VOC to CTQ matrix, QFD or House of Quality benchmarking report, a list of measurable design requirements, and an initial risk register. For example, in mobile app design, a VOC like app should open fast is translated into CTQs such as app load time under 2 seconds, login success rate above 99%, and crash rate below 0.1%, which then become concrete design requirements. The analyze phase aims to identify multiple design solutions, evaluate them, and select the optimal concept by conducting brainstorming, TRIZ or design thinking sessions, developing several conceptual designs, performing cause-effect analyses, assessing risks through DFMEA or PFMEA, applying statistical tools like Monte Carlo simulation or concept-level DOE, and evaluating feasibility, cost-benefit, and capability to choose the best design based on CTQs. Key deliverables include concept alternatives, a concept selection matrix, DFMEA or risk assessment, a design feasibility report, and optimization analysis results. In the analyze phase for designing a new bottle for hot climates, multiple design options such as a 0.4 mm PET bottle, a 0.6 mm PET bottle, a new polymer mix, or a reinforced ribbed design are compared using risk analysis, simulations, and feasibility studies, and the best concept is selected based on its ability to meet CTQs like durability, cost, and performance under extreme temperatures. The design phase focuses on developing the detailed design, testing prototypes, and refining them using statistical methods by performing detailed engineering, creating prototypes, applying DOE to optimize parameters, conducting tolerance and reliability analysis, developing process maps, SOPs, and FMEAs, piloting builds or simulations, and implementing error-proofing and control mechanisms. In the design phase, deliverables include detailed drawings and process flows, design specifications, optimized settings from DOE, prototype test reports, updated DFMEA, PFMEA, and drafts of SOPs and training materials. For example, in ABPO creating a premium customer desk, this phase defines a separate toll-free number, advanced agent training, a new CRM interface, standard scripts, and skill-based routing, producing a complete operational blueprint ready for implementation. The verify phase ensures that the design meets all CTQs and real-life conditions before full-scale launch by conducting pilot testing, usability testing for services and apps, reliability testing for manufacturing, performance verification against TCs, validation with real customers, and developing control plans for operations. Deliverables include pilot reports, CTQ achievement reports, validation metrics, control plans, handover documentation, and lessons learned. In the verify phase for an IT product like a one-click bill payment feature, deliverables such as the pilot report, CTQ achievement report, validation metrics, control plan, handover documentation, and lessons learned are produced by testing with a sample of 1,000 users, measuring crash rates, performing security penetration testing, and running a live pilot with a small customer cluster, ensuring the design is robust and meets all CTQs before the full-scale launch. The DFSS mindset emphasizes proactive quality, focusing on designing processes, products, or services that are right the first time rather than fixing defects after they occur, contrasting with DMAIC, which is reactive and seeks to improve existing processes within current constraints. Key differences include DMADV being proactive versus DMAIC's reactive approach, preventing defects instead of correcting them, designing new processes rather than improving existing ones, redesigning constraints rather than working within them, and prioritizing robust design and optimization over root cause analysis, embodying the principle of quality by design rather than inspection. The DFSS mindset promotes proactive quality by putting the customer first, designing for reliability, predicting problems before they occur, validating solutions with data, building robustness instead of relying on inspection, and aiming for right first-time results. For instance, rather than addressing long call times reactively, the knowledge base and CRM are designed so agents can retrieve answers in just seconds. In DMADV, each phase has specific deliverables that guide the project from understanding the problem to defining measurable requirements. In the define phase, the focus is on establishing the project charter, capturing the voice of customer, analyzing stakeholders, outlining the high-level scope and process through SIPOC, developing the business case, and identifying preliminary CTQs. In the measure phase, the VOC is translated into CTQs, a QFD or House of Quality is created, benchmarking reports are prepared, data collection plans are established, and measurable design requirements are defined to ensure the project has clear, quantifiable targets. The analyze phase of DMADV deliverables include concept alternatives, a concept comparison matrix, initial DFMEA or PFMEA, feasibility and risk analysis, and design simulations or DO to select the best design concept. The design phase produces detailed process maps, SOPs, prototype designs, optimized parameters, final FMEA, capability predictions, implementation plans, and pilot test results. Finally, the verify phase delivers performance validation against CTQs, control plans, finalized SOPs and training rollout, and the final approval and handover, ensuring the design is robust, operational, and ready for full-scale implementation. DMADV strong governance is essential because design decisions have long-term business impact. The champion or sponsor provides necessary resources, approves major decisions, and ensures the project aligns with overall business strategy, while the master black belt guides the methodology, reviews design choices, ensures statistical rigor, and mentors the black belt team throughout the project. DMADV project. The black belt acts as the project leader, driving the methodology, ensuring all phase deliverables are completed, and leading activities such as VOC collection, analysis, QFD, DO, and FMEA. While green belts and team members contribute functional expertise and support data collection and analysis. The process or product owner takes ownership of the final design and is accountable for its long-term performance, and subject matter experts from IT, engineering, compliance, and quality provide critical technical and domain knowledge to ensure the design is feasible, compliant, and robust. This is the heart of DFSS, where the process begins by capturing the voice of customer from customers, users, regulators, and internal stakeholders, recognizing that VOC is often unstructured and expressed in broad statements such as the app should be easy to use. Delivery should be fast, or reports should be accurate, which then become the raw inputs for translating customer expectations into measurable design requirements. The second step, the voice of customer, is translated into critical to quality characteristics that are measurable, specific, and data-driven. For example, converting a vague need like fast response time into a clear CTQ such as response within 20 seconds. Or translating reliable product into a quantifiable requirement like a failure rate of less than 0.5% per year. The second step, the voice of customer, is translated into critical to quality characteristics that are measurable, specific, and data-driven. For example, converting a vague need like fast response time into a clear CTQ such as response within 20 seconds. Or translating reliable product into a quantifiable requirement like a failure rate of less than 0.5% per year.